Hello all, myself Vedangi and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. And my another topic for today's discussion is adoption rights under Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956. So what is basically adoption? What is the concept of adoption? So adoption is a process where a couple willfully and willingly adopt a neglected and abandoned child and take care of that child as a natural child or as their own child. Now the concept of adoption is only under the Hindu laws under the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act. Talking about the Christian laws or the Parsi law or the Muslim law, so they need to take recourse of the Guardian and Wards Act 1890. Now, what is legal adoption? So, according to the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Amendment Act 2006, which basically says that once a child is adopted by a couple, by the adoptive parents, then all the ties from the biological parents come to an end and the child is entitled to get the rights that are related to the biological parents. While under the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act 1956, the guardian should be the natural guardian or the guardian appointed by the court. If the child is a male or a female, in that case also the natural guardian will be the father first and then the mother. Now, what is the concept of adoption in our country? So this concept is prevailing from the ancient times, but with the changes in our society it has changed also. But since the adoption comes under the ambit of the personal laws, there has not been a lot of scope as the Indian scenario to incorporate uniform law against among the different communities, because only the Hindus, the Sikh, the Jains and the Buddhists, they are allowed to formally adopt a child under the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956. Now, what is adoption under Hindu law? So, if we say that in the ancient times, the old Hindu law had a provision that only a male child can be adopted, not a female child. Also, an orphan cannot be adopted, and that male child can be adopted only on the basis of his gotra or his caste. But as after so many amendments and taking into consideration the needs of the today's society, the gender based inequalities in the adoption concept have been eliminated to some extent. So talking about the rights of adoption under the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act. So this act was basically passed after the independence as a part of codifying the Hindu laws, and this act has up to some extent eliminated the gender based inequalities. And this act provides that any male Hindu who is of sound mind, who is major and who is qualified to adopt a child, he can adopt a child with the prior consent of the wife. And also a female Hindu who is of sound mind, who is of majority of age and who is qualified to adopt a child can adopt a child with the consent of the husband. And also, if she is unmarried, divorced or she is widowed, then she can adopt the child if his husband suffers from certain disabilities, like he has ceased to be a Hindu, he has renounced the world, or he has become unsound mind. So in that situation she does not need to take care of the husband. Now there are certain conditions as to the adoption by the Hindu couple or the single parent, which says that when a Hindu male or a female wants to adopt a son, then they should not have a son living, either legitimate or illegitimate, at the time of adoption. Also, if a male wants to adopt a daughter, then he should be at least 21 years older than the adoptive daughter. Also, if a female wants to adopt a son, then she should be at least 21 years of age older than the adoptive son. Now, what is the capacity to give the child in adoption? So, the section 9 of the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act provides that only the father, the mother, or the guardian of the child can make the decision of giving the child in adoption. And the father can give the child in adoption only with the consent of the mother, unless the mother has ceased to be a Hindu, or she has renounced the world, or has become unsound. Also, the mother may give the child in adoption if the father is dead, or has completely and finally renounced the world, or he has been declared as of unsound mind by the court. Now, who can be adopted? So, according to the Hindu law, any child who is a Hindu and who has not been adopted before, or who is below the age of 15 years and who is not yet married, can be adopted. Now, what will be the age of the child? If a couple or if an adoptive parents want to adopt a child, then what should be the age of that child? So, as per the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956, if the child has not completed 15 years of age, only then he or she can be adopted. So, there arose a question that can a person adopt a child if he has already one? So, yes, they can adopt. But if the couple has already an existing child who is a male, then they can adopt only a female child. Now, the gender biasness in adoption. So, even after this act, the gender-based inequalities have eliminated to some extent, but still there are some loopholes, as only the male can adopt a child, but a female can only adopt the child if the husband has died, or he has renounced the world, or he has become unsound mind, or he has ceased to be a Hindu. Also, the rights to a male adoptive child are more as compared to the female adoptive child. So, these are the loopholes, and this is the reason why this section needs to be amended so as to overcome the gender-based inequality. Now, coming to the conclusion part, what we can conclude from this discussion is that yes, adoption is a good cause because it brings happiness, joy to an abundant or a neglected child, and also it is a good cause on the part of the couple, on the part of the people who are adopting an abundant child. But somewhere this act is still lagging behind because of the gender-based inequality, and it is giving the preference, it is giving more rights to a male for the adoption as compared to the female. So this needs to be amended so as to bring equality in our society. So guys, that's all about my discussion on this topic. I hope you all liked my video. If you guys have any doubt with regard to this video or to the previous one, then you can comment in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's click, and we will meet in the next video with a new topic. Till then, bye.